Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. I'm for my dear audience. In this video, I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of creative toy stump decoring ideas or different design for decoring purpose. So, dear audience, when we talk about toy stump decoring ideas, and different question arise in our mind, like is how would you briefly or descriptive twist terms, or how do you become creative with twist terms, or how do you decorate twist term, or what does a twist term symbolize? So, dear audience, after a tree has been cut and felled, the stump or twist stump is usually a small remaining portion of the trunk with the roots still in the ground. So stumps may show the age defining rings of a tree. So the study of these rings is known as uh, dendrochronology. And so how do you become creative with tree stump? First of all, create a floral plot with a rustic flair. So as love entertaining also is, if we talk about an is an on questioning mood than loving entertaining. So give your birds a place to bathe by creating a bird bath. So use your tree stump to make a sundial and reinvent your tree stump as a fairy garden also, and also transform your tree stump into a safe haven for birds or different others in garden positioning. And how do you decorate a tree stump? Make a tree stump planter, make a beautiful tree stump planter in your garden, creating a pot stand also, because a pot stand give a great location and water procurement. So make an aid moss stump and design a beautiful fairy garden also. And decorative art, we can use a tree stump and make board games for kid and garden furniture, and illuminated tree stump also use. So what does a tree stump symbolize? The stump itself represent life cut short, or the brevity of life. So a jagged and rough break marks the sudden, unexpected termination of a life. So a leaning trunk or the height of a stump can indicate a child and even give hints about their age. So, what are some interesting facts about tree stump? The stump and root system of most tree species continue to live and produce new shoots after felling. So, regeneration of such shoots can be rapid because of their access to soil moisture and nutrients, and having stored energy to draw in the root system. And telltale shoots sprouting from stump roots or seeds. So, how do you describe a tree creative? First of all, I also generally and woody. It's also bristling with potential and dormant, young, old, and glorious means mature maple trees in the autumn and dripping with sap, because maple trees and pine trees also. So, what is some defining purpose of a stump? Or rudimentary or vestigial bodily part, and the part of a plant, and especially a tree remaining attached to the root after the trunk is cut. So remaining part also as a stub. So what can you learn from a tree stump? A stump can be incredibly valuable in education. So sometimes they tell us why a tree was sick or why it died. At all times, they can teach us what happens below ground. For example, maggo and also pine roots rarely go down more the than a foot. So why structural root of Siberian elm go down several feet. So how do you decorate tree trunks with lights? Begin wrapping the lights around the tree's trunk, moving upward with each winding. So to ensure even spacing, check the distance between windings with your hand. So use about four fingers to get consistent spacing between each wrap around the tree trunk. Aim for uniform spacing to make the finished project look its best. So, how do you decorate a tree and tree stem step by step? If we talk about first of all, fluff your tree. The first step is to fluff your tree and add peaks also. And in these peaks, we add a flower and add ribbons and add ornament. So create a topper and style the base and admire your finished tree. So how do you decorate a good tree? First of all, we build a theme and fluff and shape. Also, uh, and string the lights. Divide the tree into sections and dress the tree. Also, we can say that bring in interesting detail and add a tree topper and finish with a skewer as a color. So how do you decorate tree ornament? Start with the largest ornament first and hang them closer to the trunk for support and depth. So add the smaller Christmas balls on the outer branches, making sure they are evenly spaced out to create a balanced and visual interest. And what does stump mean in art? A stump is a cylindrical drawing tool usually made of soft paper that is tightly wound into a stick and sanded to a point at both ends. So it is used by artists to smudge or blend marks made with charcoal and conti crayon, pencil, or other drawing media. So, what is a tree stump called? If we talk about the base part of the tree that remains standing after the tree has been felled. So, stool forestry, the stump of a tree that has been felled, are headed for the production of saplings. So, dear audience, if we talk or talk about an exemplary condition of a stump, the tramp produced a stump of candle from his deep pocket. John is stumped by an unexpected question. Well, maybe I stumped you on that one. Also, leaves. So, stump tend to attract fungi and pests that encourage decomposition, causing infestation in other places on your property as well. So termites and beetles, rodents, and potentially toxic fungi are just a few examples of the unwanted life forms that tree stumps are likely to attract and likely for our dear guys and dear guys guests and dear guys special persons for our loving purpose we I say I think that my dear guys specially use for it for giving a gift we can also make in a decorative mood. So dear audience, uh, I think that my video and these ideas inspired you a lot of inspired you much so much. So my dear audience, if my video and my idea inspired you much, then subscribe my channel, like my video, share my video, and promote my video. So welcome again in my channel, my dear audience. I special thanks for my dear audience for watching my video. So thank you very much guys for watching my video once again. Thank you.